John Davis, absolutely one of the best.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis doing what true crimers do.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
Mr. John Davis. John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
This guy John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime. Maybe that's where I've heard that name before.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis, and it's good to see you, John. How are you?
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
Tune in and watch John Davis True Crime. You will love it. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. Tune in. It's John Davis True Crime.
Wow.
Turn that shit down, Brandy. Don't start off like that.
Make sure it's down.
This is our first time. This YouTube thing still confuses us.
I don't know how it worked. Okay. I'm using his phone, and I don't know. I keep on trying
Poorly. You're using it poorly.
Well, I'm trying.
It's whipping your ass, man. What are you trying to do now? Don't lip out my code while you're punching it in.
I'll just use my phone. I can't do that. Okay.
Good afternoon. Good Saturday night.
Yes.
Annie Brandy.
Yeah, it's a good Saturday so far.
I was logging in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something caught my eye. We'll talk about it in a second. Hi, Lisa Mongrain, happy watcher.
Hey.
A1 Flo, single mom.
Hey.
Angie Gill, Bev Vineyard. What's up? Randy, how you feeling this evening?
Good.
Good?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm. I thought we'd be on camera. We should. We needed to be.
I know. I hate it too because we ain't got the new background yet.
Oh, well. It'll do.
Sucks.
Yeah, I won't fix it. I'm tired of our background like it is.
First, I got to show something that's going to blow everybody's mind. Right off the bat.
Mine, I haven't seen either.
What can you need to check the poll questions for me?
How
Can you do that?
Not on my phone.
You can't see the poll? Who can see the poll and give me some results? Because I can't see it on mine. Can anybody?
Oh, here it is. I already voted.
Yeah.
71% yes.
Said they have used the prayer hands emoji. Correct?
Yeah, 28% no.
Well, you were this many days old when you discovered this.
What?
I just found out this is a high five emoji and not praying hands. Folks out here suffering and we high fiving.
I didn't know that. Are you sure?
I don't know, man, but I thought that was the most clever thing I've seen in a long time. That's funny, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at it now, it looks like it could be a high five, does it not?
I never really use it.
Oh, I hear you, Miss Hateful.
I never really use any.
I never
emojis.
pray for nobody, man. I don't. They're on their own.
I barely use a smiley face. Pretty much. I know. I'm lame. I just don't use emojis, okay?
I express myself better with emojis.
Because I don't text anybody, really. Pretty much.
You don't comment?
No, not really.
Shit, I'm a serial commenter. If I check something out and I have an opinion, comment.
Yeah, that's what a good person should do. Comment, like you guys do.
Yeah, it helps people out. Helps out that algorithm.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do, but not a lot.
What do y'all think, though? Is it high five or is it prayer hands? I don't know.
I was trying to look for it to look at it. Let me see.
Y'all didn't think that was wild, though? It looks legit like it could be a high five emoji.
Is it this one?
No. It's this one right here on the thing I just showed.
Oh, they got it up there. No, it looks like a prayer hands to me. You don't high five like that. Well, you could. I guess,
That looks
that.
like a high five from the side to me.
Yeah, high five's like.
And that's how they would line up too, because those look like the heels to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
High five. High five me.
I never high five from the side. No.
You always well, hold on.
Y'all high five from the
high
side.
Five me.
I high five like that.
Could be.
It might be.
I don't know. I found it entertaining. I guess I'm the only one. Everybody else is like, no, man, I use Peterson's costume. Put me in an ass.
I don't use any emojis really.
We know, man.
I'm boring.
I use the fire emoji now because the kids do, the young generation. I want to be hip just like them.
Chase will send me all emojis. I'm like, what in the world does this mean? Then I have to sit there and study. This means this. And it takes me forever to put it together. So.
Vibes, not a drawn mama, Nanny 423, Kyle Green, Blue Bella. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, you know what I did look up though? I've got something I can lay out for you. I bet you didn't know. Oh man, I found something really wild too. I thought this was an astonishing number right here.
Thank you, not a drama, Nana. 22 months been a member. She's been with us a long time.
Oh, she's got more than Jessie. We need to get Jessie off the board. Jessie ain't even here, is she?
Yeah, she is. She was.
Boom.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Jessie, too. I seen yours earlier.
I got to show you this. Where's that? Let me get to it. Just hold on. Right here it is. They're in the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It's currently assisting with more than 670 cases of unidentified children's remains.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's a lot, ain't it? Would you thought there would have been that many?
No.
I've seen that and I was kind of taken back.
Not
670 of unidentified.
Yeah, that's a lot. I never could fathom that. That's crazy.
I thought it was.
And some of them might never be, identified. Really,
That's wild, though. I wonder. You would think they have DNA for all of them, right?
Well,
so is there that much unchecked DNA, or what's going on?
Sometimes I think if the bones are too old, they probably can't get DNA. Or I've heard that, but
Right.
You think with the technology they could definitely get a DNA sample if they have, bones or something.
That's a high number of unidentified. I was thinking.
Or maybe they don't have the DNA to compare it with, to identify them, because if the kid's DNA is not in the system, who knows,
Right.
whose parents it is to identify them. Because if you think about it, that's probably the only way to identify them, unless they're a missing kid. They already have like a DNA profile out there. How else would they be identified? So it might be that.
Just think though, if they got that many sets, kids just don't usually go missing and nobody reports them missing, right? So that's 670 cases that could be put to bed, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That, I always say I think it's better to know than not to. I do.
Yeah, I do too. I wonder if they got, I'm sure they have Dawn and Candace's DNA. You think? If it ever came to that, I hope they have it on file.
Yeah.
To identify. If they ever need to. Hopefully it won't come to that, but, you gotta think that sometimes.
I know there's a ton of missing kids, right? But it still shocks me that there's that many remains that are unidentified.
Connie said, does the Adam Montgomery trial make anyone else angry?
I can't even watch it because I know enough of what happened already
Sick.
that I don't need to watch it. It's not good for my mental health, because I think that one, it riles me up more than a lot of them, knowing a lot of what led up to that.
I think other people failed her. I know her father, did, but other people in the system did too. How many times they came to her house and did nothing?
A lot of people failed her.
So it's very sad.
And it's like knowing the stuff that he had done beforehand, before she went missing, and it still worked out like that. It just really gets to me.
It's sad.
He is a dirtbag. That
He
dude,
is.
man. He has no soul. Hearing about the moving her around and stuff, it's just
Sick.
wild, sick, demented stuff. And I don't need the details bad enough to watch the court.
Yeah. He's a mean person.
Bad dude. Ain't he?
He should have not had any kids. None.
I tell you that, if you want to watch it, there's about 15 YouTubers that stream it from start to finish. I don't like watching court proceedings anyway. It's so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
ain't like on CSI where it's like highlight after highlight. There is a bunch of bullshit. Somebody will say something you won't even know what they're talking about, and they'll be like, sustained, and you'll be like, what? Why? I don't understand the rule. It's just a bunch of.
Yeah. I'll probably watch the Brian Koberger case. So definitely, because I'm into that case.
I just don't want to hear the details of the Harmony case, because I know they're bad.
Yeah.
I know what a dirtbag he is. He's a bad dude.
He should have made a plea or something. He knows he's going to be found guilty. I hope so. I bet his wife will be. Is it his wife or girlfriend that testified? Or, there's a reason.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be testifying.
Is it wife or girlfriend?
It's.
See, I don't know.
Girlfriend?
I think girlfriend, but I'm not sure. Or fiance, maybe.
Randy looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
Cher.
Thank you, Cher. But yeah, it's a sick case. I feel so bad for that little girl.
I do too. I think him though, man. He's a creepy dude, man. If you've seen him with the tattoos and shit, and to think of him, how scared a little kid would be of that.
Just look in his eyes, that tells you everything. He don't have soul. You can see right through him, I think. I can. He's dark.
How she ended up with him just blows my mind, because this dude been caught out for a ton of shit before he even got custody of her. How that happens, man. And what happens is somebody don't come to court to tell the other side all this, tell them what they're really like, and the judge don't see the records. I've went through that before. The judge doesn't necessarily, when he's making decision over the custody of a child, doesn't necessarily ever see a criminal background on the person that's getting the child.
That's not right.
That's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Thank you. Nothing here. God bless in yours. Thank you.
Thank you, nothing here.
They said he don't even have to sit at the trial. That's crazy.
Yeah, a coward like him wouldn't. He's a big tough guy when it comes to a little girl. He's not enough of a man to actually sit there and take it.
The stepmom or girlfriend's not much of a person either. Whatever she is, I don't know which one.
Well, I feel like she only told to save her own ass.
Yeah, she said she was scared, which she might have been scared, but you probably would have had a chance to tell somebody. I'm sorry.
He's a wild dude. I'd say she was scared. But why in the hell are you dating somebody like that anyway? Dude rolls up on you with a teardrop and shit. Odds are, not a great fella.
Yeah. Not at all. Sick.
Andrew's Real Talk. Much love and many prayers for you and yours.
Well, thank you.
Andrew.
Andrew, come over here. Okay.
No. Andrew did some despicable shit the other night. I'm surprised. That just gets my blood up that he came over here. I can't believe nobody got to blocking his ass, because he did some gross shit the other day, and I am not going to entertain him. Somebody needs to kick him straight out.
I don't know what he did, so.
There's enough mods in here. Somebody should be able to do that.
They can't kick him out.
Do what?
They can't. They're not allowed to kick him out.
Well, block him. Do whatever you got to do.
I don't think they can.
Oh, that gets my blood pressure up, man. Ugh, ruined my mood.
I don't know what he did, so who knows?
He made fun of a special needs person.
Oh. Well,
Just to drum up some attention. And I'm not giving him that attention. We're going to move on.
Okay.
I just don't want to have to see his punk ass anymore, because it's messed up.
What did he do now? That's what I said.
Ugh.
See, I didn't know if he did. I didn't know he did anything. So.
Yeah, I didn't tell you, because I don't want to give it attention, man. That's what keeps him relevant to so many people, is they let him. He does the shit for shock factor.
Yeah, he likes bad attention.
Yeah,
some attention.
He'll do whatever if it'll cost you. Give him some attention. I ain't doing it. It's messed up.
Sure said, I love you have Summer's poster up. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we keep it up there. Summer's poster.
We keep it up there to remind us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't forget.
No.
Y'all know me. I'm checking shit out 24/7. There's just nothing. There's nothing relevant right at this moment. And you know, I gotta let my mind rest sometimes, because I've thought about it way too much.
It's a bunch of bull right now.
Yeah.
Really.
Nonsense.
You know?
Straight nonsense. Well. Yeah. Let's talk about something else. I don't want to get going on that this evening.
What? What's going on?
Yeah. It's. I don't watch Andrew. He's about as smart as them folks over there on the farm, you know, the ones with the worms. Oh, shit. I was going to make that the poll question.
What?
If you've ever had worms, would you admit it?
John was playing that. I'm like, what in the world? Why would you say that on camera? That's nasty.
And everybody's talked about it, too. Josh spent 20 minutes on it the other night.
Like, we don't really care. Yeah, that's sick.
But it keeps coming up, don't it?
Maybe she does that for attention.
I don't know, man.
Or she don't have nothing better to talk about. Pretty much.
Talking about pulling out that worm.
Oh, yeah.
She's describing checking the oil or something, you know.
I'm gonna eat my candy now.
You gonna eat candy after talking about that?
Yeah.
Brenda got her some freeze-dried candy from, what's it called?
TikTok. I take a sleeping pill at night and be watching TikTok. Be ordering stuff, y'all.
Brenda, you have her a sleeping pill at bedtime. Next thing you know, we get something.
I've been doing it too much lately. This time I got some freeze-dried lemon heads. They're pretty good.
They're nice.
Yeah. I got some Skittles too. I had tried those before, but not these. So.
I just don't. But would you share that with your audience?
Mm-mm.
That experience? Too much info, man. That's what I say. Sometimes people just be too much info. We didn't need to know all that. That's one of them things. I could have went a long time and not known. And she's like, and everybody's had worms.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, now that I look at her, that's what I'll think about, worms.
Right?
Yeah, nasty.
You want to think about worms? I think about that movie that Kevin Bacon was in.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, Trimmers or something.
Trimmers, there you go. Worms. Running up on a water tower to get away from Daisy's worm.
Those were more like snakes.
Ugh.
Those are probably kind of the worms she had over those big ones.
Night
The huge
crawlers.
ones, yeah.
Sandworms. Like that one off Beetlejuice.
Maybe she is a worm just with skin covering. You never know.
Easy now. You're close to billion. You're billion over here.
Okay.
Back up. You know, you reel me in. You borderline.
Sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of her, for fun and kicks the other day, I was like, I'm gonna make a poll, right? I made a couple polls, and I'm gonna share the results with y'all tonight, this evening. Oh shit! I got them. Yeah, here we go. Here is the first poll. And me and Brandy were shocked. You didn't do better. Apparently your fans wasn't out or seeing my feed.
I voted for you.
Brandy voted for you. Josh dominated.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd probably vote for Josh too, but I'm like, yeah, Josh had too many votes. I'll vote for Cher.
Yeah. I think Brandy gave you a pity vote. Is
No,
what it was.
Didn't.
I was shocked. I thought Cher would do a lot better. Cher's got so many damn subscribers. To only get 8% tells you they ain't got us in their feeds,
Yeah,
do
that's
they?
probably what it is.
Just
don't like us, or they haven't came over here.
Different channels. You know what I'm saying? Daisy come in 3%. Now that was out of about 350 votes. How many is that?
What? 3%?
3%. So that'd be 3 for every 100, right? 9.
33. Something like that.
Is it that many?
3% of 100 is 3, right?
Right.
No, it's not 30. I've got that wrong. 3 is 9.
Right.
Probably like 10, 11, something like that.
So out of 350, she got about 11 votes.
Not going too hot there, Daisy.
No. And that was probably her and who knows who else, you know? Josh Ismail, he has leverage in a woman-dominated genre, LOL. Josh cleaned up, man. He whooped y'all's ass. I was shocked by the numbers. I really was. You know? Does the dude have the advantage?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know either. I don't know.
He does have a pretty good show.
Yeah, I can watch Josh. I can't watch a lot of people. I can watch Josh. He's entertaining. He does good crowd work too.
Yeah.
Then there was the second poll. Now it was more of a nail biter. Out of White Boy, Dolly, Emma, and Justin. Justin won. Emma come in second.
Dolly
third, 12%.
and White Boy.
White Boy 4%. But in White Boy's defense, I don't think a lot of people knew who he was.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought they would know him by their symbol, but a lot of people was like, who's
Yeah, I don't
that Venom? Who's number 1? I don't get it. We don't either. But
that's weird for True Crime to have a picture like that.
I know. It's odd. It's odd. That's how they went down. The Emma and Justin thing was back and forth throughout the day.
Yeah, it was.
I watched it. Emma had a pretty decent lead at one point. Like Justin come out in the beginning, he had a pretty big lead. Emma running down and past him. But then apparently Justin's fans woke up and put him on by, you know?
Yeah. But really it depends on who comes across the post, you know? So
yeah, I'm not
fans.
I'm not swearing those polls are super accurate.
I'll give you an idea.
For White Boy, one person thought he was Killer Looks and voted for him, I think. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if you added his numbers up, he probably got 2, I think, if you broke it down. If you broke White Boy voted for himself, then hollered at Noel to vote and called his mom.
Yeah, that's probably
Mom was just, they're kicking my ass.
Vote, please.
Kicking my ass, Mom. Oh, that's funny, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cher said she voted Justin. Over Emma? How?
You have to vote. Yeah.
I voted Emma. Emma's in the end stripe. She kills it.
Mm-hmm.
Emma's a good person, too. Emma manages somehow to get along with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Yeah, she does.
That takes a special person with a good heart to get along with everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't do it.
Yeah. I have a hard time, too. I try.
It's rough, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, though, I tell you, man, I see Justin's chat. He'll have like 1,300 in that bitch. I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Crushing it, right?
Yeah, he does good.
Oh, we have a true crime update, too. You know that? Bam. Sim set a trial date on February 10th, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Who did?
Sims. Another status hearing will take place on March 21st, 2024. So that'll be the next hearing, right? Yeah. In March. That'll be a status hearing, I guess, to find out where they're at, right? But the trial's set to go down February 10th, 2025. Who's that for, you ask?
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Rogers. That's exciting, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one might be interesting to watch. But you're telling me something weird. He was going on trial with the other people, all of them?
Yes.
That's weird.
Like the guy, what's his name? Oh, shit.
There's 3 of them. Which guy?
The boyfriend. Brooks Howe.
Yeah.
The lead person. They said they're going to hold that trial with him and the other 2 they've arrested in connection with her or her father.
Yeah.
See, it was her that disappeared, and then the dad, Tommy, he is, right?
He got shot.
He ends up getting shot later. That's connected, though, right? From what they've said, I'm pretty sure.
Connect it with the same weapon.
Yeah, if you don't know the Crystal Rogers story, you really should check it out.
I remember when it happened.
Because I do too, man. Remember they thought it was all part of this other stuff with the cop getting killed, Jason.
Which was weird, but I don't know if it's connected. It might have been connected in a different way, but not to the case.
All in Bardstown. Right?
Yeah, maybe the same people, but not to the Crystal Rogers case, if that makes sense.
But that's February 10th, 2025. Me and Brandon seen that, and before we knew it was 2025, they just said February 10th, right? We were like, in 2 days?
Yeah.
And we was like, 2025. So just a year away. In that case, that gives you hope in a lot of these unsolved cases. Because that one, I was to the point with that, I was like, they ain't never going to figure that out. They ain't never going to find whatever they need. After all this time, it seems like it ain't happening. And bam!
There you go.
Bam! And I think that's going to solve her dad, clear a lot up. But I don't think it has to do with the cop thing.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
they've been working on that case, law enforcement, so for the whole time, just trying to get enough evidence to arrest them. When did it happen? In 17, 2000? It was 17, I think, somewhere around there. It's been a while. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I didn't do that much background. I just remember
2017.
that was the one that seemed like they were never going to figure that out. I thought. That gives you hope in a lot of the cases where, there has been some time go by. That just goes to show you, man, you never know what happens. The right person comes forward and you're in there, right?
Yeah, definitely. Happens all the time.
I looked something up today, too. Because you remember when JLR said that Summer was the longest missing or longest active Amber Alert in Tennessee, right? Oh, I don't want to
She's been missing since 2015. I didn't think it was that long ago.
Crystal Rogers, yeah, it's been a while.
9 years. The motive is what I don't understand the motive behind it, though. But why probably because they had a little boy together, maybe.
But I found out who is. This is the longest Amber Alert in Tennessee. Zaylee. Right? Zaylee Grace Fryer is her name. She's been missing since 2011. Okay? But her story is wild. What happened was with her is she disappeared with here, let me start it up. She disappeared with her mother, Shauna Marie Fryer. Shauna's husband, Michael Fryer, left their home to go to the store at 9 p.m. only to return to find both Shauna and Zaylee gone. Shauna's car, mobile phone, and wallet, as well as Zaylee's diapers, were left behind. It was usual for Shauna to drop out of sight and come home, so Michael didn't report them missing until May 5th. Right? She had a history of drug abuse and may have been gone looking for drugs that day.
Wow. I never heard that case.
Oh, it's wild. Hold on. So here's what happens. Shauna's body was pulled out of the Cumberland River on May 6th. That's the mom, right? Which was identified after 4 days. She was 28 at the time of her death. There was no sign of Zaylee at the scene. It is believed that she was murdered in Millersville before her body was dumped up the riverbed. Yet a cause of death wasn't disclosed. They have 2 suspects in the murder, neither of those names who were publicly released. That's wild, right? So, is described as happy, seemed to be responsible and loving mother to Zaylee. That's the mom. By her loved ones. Michael is not Zaylee's biological father. Nevertheless, Michael stated that he loved Zaylee as his own daughter and took care of her as such and hoped to get legal custody of her. Both of Zaylee's maternal grandparents are dead, and one of Shauna's kids died before they went missing. All of Shauna's other kids stayed with various relatives, including Michael's parents. Is that in order? Hold on. Zaylee's father, Thurman McMurray, was in prison for assault at the time she vanished and her mother died. He is not considered a suspect. He and Shauna dated about a year, and he was looking forward to meet her and Zaylee after her release in mid-May.
Wow. So they never found the little girl?
No, the little girl's still missing. They found her mother, but they never found her. And that is the longest Amber Alert in Tennessee, and she's still missing. Of course, that was 2011. I'm pretty sure.
Crazy. She'd be about an adult now.
Yeah, but they had.
Well, no, she'd be up there, teenager.
See, this is old. They did this a while back. That was kind of a because she went missing. She was a baby. That was age progress to 5, but see, age now would be 13. So she'd be 13 now, I think, because I've pulled that missing since 2011.
That's not right, but that might have been the right time.
Huh?
She would be 13.
She'd be 13 now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
she's been missing since 2011,
yeah. That's 24, yeah.
But that's just when progressed to 5.
Yeah.
But it says she has a brown birthmark on her right leg. That's the only identifier they got. So after 13 years, it'd be really hard to identify her.
What do you think happened on her? They gave her to somebody? Shoulder, who knows?
That, man, don't it make you kind of think that there's a chance she's out there?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they found the mother.
Yeah, you think if they did something to her, they found her with the mom.
Would have found her with the mom, exactly. You know?
Yeah, that's disturbing.
But that is the longest Amber Alert in Tennessee.
So Maddie got like a kid around back in 2011.
Yeah.
Weird circumstances.
Yeah, and man, but what's bad is she's not. It's been so long, and that age, what you're going to change from a baby to when you're 13.
Yeah, it'd be way hard to tell.
And I don't know. I didn't see one, but she needs an age progression done now.
Yeah.
Because the Amber Alert on her is still active.
But if somebody did take care of her after that, the parents probably don't want to come forward and lose her. They raised her as their own. So
She might have sold that baby for drugs.
maybe, I don't know. I hope not. But
see that? I mean, there was hints of that though. Like even in the article, it talked about that she may have been looking for drugs.
I wonder why they killed her. That's awful.
Maybe they killed her and kept the drugs and the baby, right? Anybody that would trade it for drugs would kill you, I'm sure, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
Who knows, But I kind of got the feeling too, looking around that, is that the boyfriend, I think, is kind of sus to the police.
You think?
Yeah. Because that's a weird story, I went out, she gone.
Yeah. But that kind of lifestyle, maybe it wasn't unusual. So
that'd be great. See her get identified. That'd be a awesome story, wouldn't it?
Found 7 years later.
I wonder how long they'll leave the Amber Alert up.
I don't know. Probably till she's 18. Probably, I would say till she's 18.
Is that how? Well, yeah, probably, because I guess Amber Alert is made for children. I don't know.
So I guess time will tell. You never know.
Does anybody know how that works? Would they leave it up would it stay active forever? Because it's like it's active now, unless it seems like to me something drastically changed. What would I don't know. I don't know how that works. I
could look it up here.
Because I don't know what it actually means to be active. Does that just mean it stays on the website? Are they proactively doing anything because it's an active Amber Alert?
17 or younger.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
So after
17.
she turned 17, though,
she would just be a missing person, I guess.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking about the Drew Peterson case the other night. Where's Stacy? Yeah,
he's a creepy guy. Didn't he kill her? Didn't he kill his previous wife or just her? I can't remember. Do you remember?
Drew Peterson?
Yeah.
I was never big into the Drew Peterson thing.
He's a strange character, right?
I can't remember. There was something else going on during Drew Peterson that kept my interest, and now I can't remember what it was. But there was something right at that time. I thought he gave off like odd vibes though. Like even to me, he seemed like he was real overbearing type. I don't usually see guys that put off that vibe.
And he was a police sergeant, ex-police sergeant. He thought he'd get away with it. Could do anything you wanted.
Dirty part of the South True Crime. What up, John and Brandy? What's up? How you doing?
So he was convicted killing his wife. Let's see, Kathleen. Not even Stacy. This is Kathleen.
Right. Stacy's just missing, right?
Oh, so there is two. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So if he killed her, then Stacy's still missing. That's crazy.
He's in jail for her, though, right?
No, it says for Kathleen.
Right. The one he killed.
But not for Stacy. I guess she's still missing.
Still missing. He was a creeper boy with a badge. Ain't there something about that story, though, where he was moving something? There's a story where they, a burial, or I don't know. I could have swore there was somebody that said they helped him move something. They think that might have been her now.
Oh, he was also trying to have the Will County state attorney killed from prison in about 40 more years.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I probably heard that.
That's crazy.
He was convicted of the third wife's death, not Stacy. He was never been found. I think he killed Stacy's mom, too.
Oh, really?
He killed Stacy's mom. His guy.
He killed her mom.
Wow.
He's a sicko.
I didn't know that.
I know Stacy's younger than him. I do remember that. And she's a pretty girl. And didn't they have a kid together, I do believe?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I didn't prepare for.
He looks like crap now. I seen a picture of him. Look.
Drew.
Look at him. He looks like Santa Claus now. He's ugly looking. That's what jail does to you. Yeah, that's what jail does to you. Good for you.
You can catch a hair in jail. That's all it looks like to me.
He gave up on himself, it looks like.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
That Zaley thing, though, just to think, wouldn't that just be so wild if, like, one day they were like, hey, this 13-year-old girl come and said, hey, I'm not real sure, something don't seem right about growing up.
Or nowadays, the DNA kits, if she does one of those and come to find out it's not linked to any of her family,
Yeah.
A lot of people find out that way nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Because and I like to think positive too, I guess. But since she wasn't found with the mother, that's a positive sign, in my opinion, that she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can think there could be a lot of bad parts about that too, though,
Oh, yeah.
Depending on what her mom was into. Anytime there's drugs in the scenario, it's usually bad.
Or maybe something wasn't done to her also. They just haven't found her, So I hope she's still out there. It would be really hard to do something to a little baby, innocent baby. It'd be hard to do anything to anybody, but
yeah,
you're a real sicko. You can do something to a baby.
Brandy is hilarious with her want the number. Brandy's coming out of her shell in the videos. Talking about the video where you're like, oh, you're going to call my boss, huh? You want the number? It's my number.
Yeah, he hasn't called me yet, y'all.
No calls. No calls.
That's evil right there. Why would you? It's like a teenage thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to call your work and try to get you in trouble. Who cares, And he probably does that, y'all, to other creators, I'm sure. If y'all get on his nerve, he's probably sitting there calling you work. So that's just ridiculous to stoop that low. Like, I might not like anybody, but I don't go and report them or anything. I don't do that kind of stuff,
What if we did that to him?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I could reenact it.
Yeah.
Hello, Burger King. Yeah, is Peanut back there? Yeah, he's back there on the grill.
Peanut who?
Tell him. I don't feel, if you were an employer and somebody called and they're like, hey, on YouTube, this fellow and his wife
do these mean YouTube videos and call me Peanut. Bullies me. You need to fire her.
Fire her.
Sir, you need to quit wasting her time. Then he'd be like, well, they drink and do drugs and everything else too. I'm sure is what would happen. I was thinking too, I've heard him say they're wanting to adopt a kid. Like, who in the heck would let them adopt a kid acting childish like that? Come on, that's just weird.
I just got on here. We had a death in the family yesterday, so I'm a little behind. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, sorry. That's just crazy.
I don't get it, man. I just don't get why you just can't. You know, he makes a video about, you know, I'm going to meme you up. I've been working on my meme game. And then you meme him and he's calling you where. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's wild. I know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. We didn't even talk about Ziggy. Ziggy was on when we come on, right? I tell y'all, something about that don't sound right at all. You know what?
John was telling me about it. I didn't hear much of it, but
so there's Fred today, looking good, right? Out the pokey, getting ready to go to rehab, right? I was listening in on the Ziggy. Y'all should have listened to that. She was talking about, well, the rehab Fred's going to don't have food.
I'm like, what?
What?
Maybe I don't have the kitchen on.
I don't think that's a rehab. I think they've got him enrolled in some kind of crazy shit.
Program.
You ever heard of a real rehab where you didn't go inpatient and like, you know what I'm saying? What is that? They don't have food.
That's just an excuse for them to get out to go do stuff. You know, that don't make a lot of sense to me.
I've never heard of that in my life. And she was like, you do 4 classes a week. That sounds like some pretty loose rehab to me, don't it to you? It's the wildest thing she was describing.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
It's just crazy, though. I've never heard of nothing like that. Like, rehab don't have food. You gotta, and there's people in chat. Oh, well, what you can do is we'll DoorDash Fred. You get an address and then we'll send him meals. I was like, what?
I understand Ziggy. I think Ziggy really likes Fred.
But then Ziggy's like, Fred is disabled, right? And all this. And I'm like, I know. There are places he could get into for freaking free for rehab.
Yeah.
And get fed and everything. Why in the hell would you go somewhere that you gotta get food door dashed in and all this wildness? That don't sound like a legit rehab
I'll
to
be
me.
looking for another rehab.
Y'all ever heard of that kind of shit?
No.
We're gonna bring you in here. We're gonna get you. I mean, you know, and if it's a real rehab, they're supposed to help with medications and all this to make it not be a miserable experience. There's 4 classes and they don't serve food. It's just wild to me. It doesn't sound legitimate.
Yeah, and he's probably government's paying for it, so why would the government pick that place, you know?
I just can't believe there's an inpatient rehab that don't have food. Just to me, that's not inpatient. It's starting to sound to me more like he's going to meetings or some shit. I don't know.
Inpatient, some of these people are deathly sick, like withdrawal. You imagine them trying to get their food to eat, not there, you know, you have to worry about that. That wouldn't work out too good.
No, rehab is normally very high in security. No way would they be accepting DoorDash deliveries. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah. It's just, that sounds so crazy to me, all of that.
Or the sick people laying there, you know, withdrawing, sick as a dog, and have to worry about getting their food. That don't sound right.
The facility they're describing don't seem like they'd even have a doctor if it's 4 meetings a week. Sounds like a sober living facility. It don't sound like inpatient rehab for damn sure. I'll tell you that.
No.
It sounds sketchy to me.
Maybe it's like a halfway house that has it.
And they may be bullshitting Ziggy. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anybody's.
Ziggy's just trying
to say anything. I'm not saying Ziggy's part of it. I'm saying that don't sound right to me.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the way she was talking about how that was going.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And like making weekly payments or some shit. It was crazy. It was crazy. Witness protection. Witness protection would feed you. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Bad thing will let you go hungry, are they?
Heck no.
You gonna need DoorDash.
Yeah, she says, I think Ziggy is a nice person. She's just a little airhead and always has something going on where she's getting her subs to send money. She is just nutty. I think she does. I think she tries to help people, goodness out of her heart. I don't have any problem with Ziggy. I like her. But I think.
You think Fred's getting over on Ziggy?
Well, they take advantage of her maybe. And, she tries to help everybody the way, any way she can. So.
Well, I'm not saying nothing one way or the other. I'm just saying it's awful fishy, the rehab story that was told, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's Ziggy and Fred.
Maybe they're friends, BFFs.
Ziggy looks tickled as shit, don't she?
Yeah, I don't know why she's such a big supporter of Fred. Maybe if they got a thing together, or a thing for each other. I don't know. They make a pretty good couple there.
Ziggy don't bother me, man,
Uh-uh.
I think that's funny how pumped she looks to be with Fred.
Why they pick the man out of pink shirt? I like it. Pink.
Hey, it takes a real man to wear pink, right?
Or a man that don't really care what he looks like.
Now, I have heard people suggest.
I like pink on it. I don't. Oh my God.
Ziggy had a crush on Fred. I'm not saying that.
I'm not either.
I've heard it.
He does look better in that picture. He don't look as bad as he did.
Post Fred.
Yeah.
Look, here's pre-Fred, right?
Is that post Fred?
That's pre-Fred.
No.
Post Fred is. Now look, get a good look at pre-Fred. You got pre-Fred. Post Fred. Looks like a different dude.
Oh yeah, he looks a lot better. Wow, he's gained some weight.
Fills out pretty nice, don't he?
Still got a pink shirt on. No, it might be.
Hair grew out from that horrible haircut he had.
That's crazy, isn't it?
He looks almost like Kick Brooks now. Off Brooks and Dunn. Kicks Brooks, ain't that his name?
60-pound difference. That is the difference there. Gosh. Good Fred. I wonder where his ex is, that girlfriend of his. I remember her.
Yeah.
I hope you kicked her curb. Really.
See, I don't know if she's in the picture or not anymore. I haven't been in that story that well. Do you know?
No.
For all we know, she could still be in the game.
I hope she's out of the picture because I don't think she's good for Fred.
No, she ain't good for Fred.
No.
And you can't have two heads hanging around each other. That shit ain't gonna work.
No.
Because every day, one of them's gonna be like, come on, man. Don't you
Another
want
one will do it, yeah.
Yep.
So, the best thing they could do is stay away from each other as far as way they can be it.
My 28-year-old son has a mullet. It drives me nuts that he won't cut it. No, Fred didn't have a mullet. Fred had a damn helmet. That thing was like straight across, like a bowl.
Cut.
A bowl. I call it a helmet.
Yeah, my boys had mohawks.
Yeah.
And they've never had that kind of haircut. That's kind of weird.
Fred had the helmet. That's what you call that, like the Friar Tuck. I always think of Friar Tuck when I seen that one picture of him.
You guys, I don't know what it is. Like they like the mullet haircut, these boys nowadays, and I don't get it. Do you? Here, I see a lot of boys that's in style, the mullet, and I'm like, oh my God, that's awful.
I don't get a lot of it, man. They'll be like, look, I got these cool ass sneakers, and I look at them, I'd be like, damn. Those are the Jordans that wasn't even cool the first time they come out, and now they are. You know, they pick like the ugliest shoes from back in the day. Like they pick these Jordans that are a year that I was like, ugh, I didn't even think they was cool. And I was a big fan of Jordans, and now they're the bomb.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ugly shit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not cool. So. The haircuts, I don't get that either nowadays.
Luna Girl, I voted for the lab. Josh is the reason I got the worm story in my brain from him talking about it the other night. Because I had seen, who was it? Somebody did the video. It was one of the clip videos that talked about it.
Yeah.
I played it while Brandy was working,
Oh,
and she's
boy.
over there typing, and I started playing it in the background, and she was like, "Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God. No, she didn't." And I was like, "Yeah, she did."
What the heck they talk about over there on the farm? Nasty
Well, they
crap.
talk about it at the lab too. That's where I got corrupted with it again.
Don't have nothing better to do. Talk about worms.
Talking about worms. Grow up. That shit's childish. Everybody gets worms. That's Daisy.
That's
We're on it for the second time.
That's probably the most truth I've heard out of her mouth for a long time. Pretty much, really.
Probably the most truthful statement yet.
Pretty much.
Should have live stream now. Should be like, $5 super chance. I'll show you the worm.
I had it in the bag. I saved it. My mom saved it.
My mom saved it.
Yeah.
Cryogenically frozen in the family freezer for the last 6 years. Here's Frank. Big old worm. Looks like a foot-long wing.
Oh.
Oh.
And Jackie has some too. I got hers frozen in the freezer too.
Jinky got her own worm.
I gave it to her.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Well, I guess that would be Jinky's nephew.
Wow.
Let's be frank.
Then Candace be like, yeah, I had worms before too. It's normal up here in the mountains. It's how we live.
Yeah. I did too, Daisy.
Yeah. So. I still can't get over Cam, and he's like okay with how Candace and Don lives. That's probably because that's how he was living. I did not know that, Tom. But you know how he said that's just how people in the country live.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying. Now I look back at it, and maybe that's why he's taken up for him. Yeah, you can live out in the country, but you can still be clean. And your kids can be clean.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, and you don't have to have tons of money to be clean. Pretty much.
Not just a little effort. That's all you gotta do.
So, I don't know.
What don't you know? What else we got, man? I got some stuff. I already went through Crystal, didn't I?
No, I like the lab.
You didn't vote for him?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, no. I voted for sure.
Yeah. He's here now. How you feel?
Well, I voted for Sheriff because she didn't have a lot of votes. Okay.
You're such a nice person.
So that's fine.
You're such a nice person.
No, I would never vote for the other two.
I would never sympathy vote. I'm going to vote for who I like. Somebody's losing. Sorry. I couldn't vote. I didn't vote for anybody in none of it. I wanted to.
He would only vote if himself was up there, pretty much.
Wow. Damn.
No, I'm just telling the truth.
What are you saying? I'd vote for myself?
Hell yeah. I'm sure you would.
No, I wouldn't. I might.
I would. Why not?
JSB was in Josh's and he asked her if she was warming up to John. She never answered.
You know.
All right, let's just leave it there. I don't want to do anything to hurt myself.
Okay.
Move on. I voted lab all day, every day. Josh kicked ass. I'm sure he's got the big head now because I know he's seen it. He ain't commented or said nothing about it, but he's seen it, right? He's going to have to move up a size in headphones for his next show because of the ass whipping he laid down.
That's okay. That's okay.
I tell you, though, I feel like I can lay down that kind of ass whipping. just because it's going to be mostly our people that see it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think pick my victims out yet, who I'm going to put in the poll with me.
I don't know. Make it tough. You never know. Put you in the lab and
Because
Emma. You might have your hands full there.
Nah, I ain't going to.
You have to vote against the good ones, or be you have to make it fair. Pretty much, right?
Well.
Of course, if you put yourself with Daisy and Pear Garden and White Boy, yeah, you should do that. We would win, definitely.
Well, I should stack it? Nah. I was thinking that I wanted to do a cool one, like pick some of the more, let's say, I don't know how to put this. The more controversial people have like a thing where the poll question is, for $1 million, you have to be handcuffed to this person for 8 hours. Who do you pick? And put like Drew and
Andrew.
Yeah, some of the other ones. I was going to say somebody, but no, they're not going to be any more polls anymore because I'm just learned they're warming up to me. So don't want to screw that up. But like Don Grandis, Tim, who would you pick out of that group? The $1 million, you're going to do it, right? Let's just get that out of the way because I know a lot of people answer with, "I'd never do it." Whatever, you're doing it for $1 million. Who would you be handcuffed to for 24 hours?
Grandis or Tim or who?
Don, Candace, Grandis, Tim. Yeah.
Probably Tim.
Really?
Yeah.
Tim, huh?
We talk about YouTube and the rules and stuff, so I can learn everything.
He can straighten you out.
Yeah.
Make sure you're keeping us in the.
Yeah, and he's good. He does have a lot of stories. Like, he's good at telling long ass
stories. Yeah. You wouldn't get bored with him, would you? He'd talk about himself for the majority of it, I feel, but he'd talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Might be brainwashed Thomas Edwards, isn't it?
I don't know who I would pick. I think I would pick D-Dub probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get tired of leaving in the Lord's hands. Let's go get a beer.
Oh, we go straight to drinking. That's the only way we get along. Shit could go south. I don't know. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Miss Stanger. I hope you're feeling better. Miss Stanger wasn't feeling too great the other day.
Yes, I hope you feel better, definitely.
Said she's behind. We've been on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stay. Well, one of us has to stay up in the Uber because the son's working later tonight. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Candace, because she knows what happened that day, and I try to get the truth out of her. Ooh, good answer. If you had 24 hours and handcuffed, you could get some. Yeah.
Look, I'm not moving, Candace. I'm not going to go get no beer, no nothing until you tell me the truth.
If it happened to me, I could see it now. I would get like the newspaper headline the next be man catches kidnapped men stealing panties, broken up. Dawn done drag me in somebody's house. Remember what you said today?
Don't say that.
Brenda said she couldn't find her drawers. She thought
I said
Dawn been around.
I couldn't find none of my panties in my panty drawer. And I'm like, oh God, I think Dawn's been to my house.
Yeah, it's just for.
That's mean, but I didn't think that's the first thing I thought of.
It was hilarious though that you said it. I wasn't expecting it out of you. Pretty wild. don't know. I'm still tore up over the Fred thing, man. I cannot believe that's real rehab. Can you?
Mm-mm.
There was the TVI's latest update over summer. It had that, and then it had, the number to call. I just clipped it to that. Today is Summer Wells' 8th birthday. She's been missing since June 15, 2021. Although we still don't have the answers we've been seeking, agents continue to investigate the circumstances surrounding her disappearance.
So nothing new.
Nothing new.
Pink Banjo said, I like Fred's after picture better than his before. Yeah, I agree. He looks a lot better.
He cleaned up nice, sobered up nice, didn't he?
Yep. Definitely.
I would have used my time incarcerated, you would think, to have gotten everything out of his system.
I would have, yeah, too.
I don't know why he's going now.
Maybe it's like a halfway sober house or something. Like you could live there, do some programming, but it's not like strict inpatient. I don't know.
I'm starting to think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not like
that makes much more sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And they have counseling and stuff there, but it's not like real strict. It's not people that's having withdrawals and getting off stuff. It's the stuff after that, maybe.
Right. Yeah, like your next step type deal.
Yeah. But they still should have food. I don't get that part.
That's weird, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mike, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see here.
Common Sense 101, Birdie's Crime Chat, Pink Banjo, Tiny Tumbleweed. I would really like to see Fred do well. Yeah, I don't wish no bad on nobody, man.
Mm-mm.
Good luck to him. It's just wild to me how Fred rose to existence on YouTube for somebody that's lived the life he has up to this point. I'm not saying he can't change, but
that's for a lot of people.
He gets a lot of support. It's nice to see, man. It's a Christian thing to do, I guess.
Maybe he needed that in his life.
Yeah, maybe it'll be the turnaround. Never know. He was a neighbor. Maybe he'll get his moment of clarity and actually come out with something realistic.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. We can only hope. Right?
Maybe he does know something. His memory will come back. You never know.
But
he's in that circle of people, that probably, before he got straight, did bad stuff. So you never know. Somebody in that circle might have done something.
You never know, man. I tell you, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but the longer this shit goes on, the longer I think, or the better the odds are that maybe it wasn't Don and Candace. Maybe it was some random shit.
They just make themselves look really, really bad.
But I tell you what, they could do a worse job of playing the missing kids' parents if they tried.
I agree.
They do themselves the biggest amount of damage, and I don't think any reasonable person that's watched all of it and seen it all wouldn't have negative feelings about their ability to raise a child. That's just being honest, right? But the longer this goes on, the longer you have got to think the chances that maybe it was something random, because that would be the hardest to solve. It's just some random abduction, timing, and it could be as easy as Candace, because everybody agrees at the minimum or something she's not telling. That could be that she was asleep for a while and there was a 30-minute gap, and who knows what it could be. But the longer it goes on, you got to think all these people that want to just keep pushing on him, you got to be open to other possibilities.
Yep, definitely.
But people, I'm telling you, if somebody is involved in this shit, they're not going to be on YouTube talking about anything to nobody.
Try and take or stay away from it.
I think that is the dead giveaway of if I know if somebody's guilty or not. If you do shit like this, you are not going to want to associate yourself with it in any way, shape, fashion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But they suck at being a missing girl's parents. So pretty bad.
That's why you can never. I don't know how anybody can convince themselves that far one way or the other. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's my issue. Yeah, it's like 50-50.
I don't know how anybody can say 100% they didn't have nothing to do with it. That's what I get wigged out by all the super well supporters. Is how do you know that for 100%? You don't know. Maybe you're just more willing to live with the actions than others are, right? Is what it comes down to me.
Yeah. You know? What gets me is like they say right from the start somebody's taking her. How do they know somebody taking her and not just she didn't run off? You know, that's the issue
right from the start.
Yeah. Why would you call robbing all them people up there? You know, if you're not guilty. So it's weird. I don't know. Just how they did things, pretty much.
Vibes, but the police said there was no sign of an abduction.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I know how statistics and stuff work. I would think it definitely, if there's a statistic for it, the longer this goes unsolved, the less likely it was them.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it wasn't them. I'm just saying that's the way the right trajectory would probably go.
Or they just don't have enough, evidence.
Planned hoax. That's a big popular theory. It seems like anymore that's floating around is that it's some kind of she's still alive and it was some kind of who knows what.
See, I don't think they could go that long. I don't know.
Cancer fell asleep while Summer got gone. Why not just say?
I know.
See, me and Randy have talked about this. About Dawn kept saying she hasn't told her side of the story. Me and her
the whole story,
have thought that makes sense. Is that her whole story is that there was this nap or something, and that's why, I swear I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't swear to you.
Yep.
He kept saying that too.
Yeah.
Nobody else ever talked about that, and I thought it was wild. He'd said it a couple times.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't
told her side of the story.
The whole side of the story, yeah. So that's really weird. Then I'm like, why did she go up the road that day too? She left. That's weird too.
You know what I heard to explain that the other day? Is there was something in the house they didn't want to be seen in the house for searching.
I could see that definitely. Like a drugs or something in there. She had to get rid of. Yeah. Definitely. She could have just flushed it out and told it, and then she wouldn't have it for later, so who knows. It's hard to tell.
History of hoaxes before and after she was missing. Even Hunter thought it was a hoax when she caught him that night to tell him she was missing.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know what you would get from doing that. What would they get from it? A lot of attention. It
makes zero sense to me anyway. It just doesn't seem like there's a win in that for them at all to me.
Yeah, when I think about hoax, like why would they do that? What benefit would they have?
What did the boy say? It's possible they didn't say much, and that's why nothing was moved forward.
Maybe one day one of them will say something. They're just not telling everybody everything. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But they could probably confirm or deny her story if they were paying attention, of what happened that day.
You know, we don't deserve to know that information, but it really makes you wonder
What?
if they went along with her story.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That would tell us a lot more.
The way Dawn described Summer grown in her hair, then the pic of Summer in a purple jacket on a bike, and someone seen her suitcase being packed, I thought it was a scam gone wrong.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I just don't know. You know, I don't know. At this point,
I think somebody was driving by and she's down on the road or somewhere she isn't supposed to be, and they took her. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Did I go through everything, man? I put a lot of. I feel like I forgot something. Oh, did you see? You didn't see Emma's video, did you, the other day? It happened a while back, but it was on Ziggy's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dawn and Candace playing with a knife, sticking it to his throat and stuff.
What?
Acting weird as hell on camera. There's a pic of it.
Why would you do that? Who's that? Is that a person?
It's Dawn. That's the knife. That's Dawn.
I don't look like a person. Look at his neck.
Well, that's what it is. I took a still shot out of a video. But I'd never seen that before.
Why would you do that? That's weird.
Well, I mean, you can't have stuff out there when you're trying to get your kids back. I just don't understand why they let stuff get out that they do.
Playing with knives. Yeah. That's real good, parents. Really good. I guess they're bored, and that's what they do now.
I thought that was crazy. See, I think it was a while back on Ziggy's, but I'd never seen that or heard about it.
Mm-mm.
That's some wild shit to put out, ain't it? Playing with a knife. And see, somebody said it was Candace doing it, putting it up to it. I thought when I watched it, it seemed like he was playing with it the whole time. I don't know. You know?
That's weird.
You have to watch Emma's video, though. That's where I seen it for the first time. Another one of them things, though, man. Even, you know, I didn't even know about that. But doing that and having that out there, all this gets seen. You know it does.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you it's getting seen. There's enough people on YouTube that send every time they fart to the TBI. All that's adding up, and that's getting seen by the people that are making decisions, man. And there's just so much of it. It's amazing to keep putting stuff out there to hurt yourself.
That's what they do, definitely.
That's why I say they have hurt themselves more than anybody else has, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you ever put that out? And then be confused as to why people think you're shady.
They do some strange shit.
I mean, knife play, come on. Who does that? Who sits around in their house with their old lady and be like, hey, check it out. Hooky poke. Who does that?
Not a 50-some-year-old man and a 40-some-year-old woman.
Nobody does that. I never
had
knife play with my significant other.
I'd be out the door. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? I don't like knives anyway. I'm scared of them.
That's a kink. Ooh, I bet you there's a psychological lesson in that too. I only had one semester of psychology, but I'm telling you, it tells you something that somebody would do something like that about their personality.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know what, but I think it's something. They got a hard-working daddy playing with knives. Why take those kids?
There you go. Parents of the year. Don't take their kids. They're perfect. Perfect. Daisy ever support them. Parents of the year. They would never do such.
Don picked the knife up and asked Candace if this is a good look, and then he picked the knife up and said, no, baby, you can't do that. It was just Don being Don.
Wow.
Weird stuff. Ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Catching up on 2X, y'all sound funny. When a girl attacked us and was talking smack about me, she'd play everything on 2X. And I always thought, it makes me sound mean as hell on 2X. When you speed me up 2 times, I sound like I'm mad and pissed, and it's wild.
I always watch everybody on 2X.
Yeah.
So.
They were cutting lines with it, too.
Probably.
John, everything that man does has me wondering, WTF. Crazy shit, man, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be defended too. Oh, it's none of your business what he does. Well, tell him to quit putting it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. It's because then I see it, people show me, and I gotta be like, wow, that's weird.
Definitely.
Don't share. I'm so tired of people putting their shit out there and then complaining when people comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put it out
Has
there.
he been on YouTube lately? I haven't seen him.
D-Dub's been on the D-Low as of late.
Yeah, I know Canis is always on the farm, but I haven't seen anything on it.
Canis stays on in the chat.
Canis like, Donnie, you get back on YouTube. We're getting divorced.
Yeah. I still ain't figured out how it was like, you can't have pics to share, but I'm going to kiss on white boy. How does that work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think right.
Seems off to me. It's a weird deal they have going.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Add some more pictures.
God, Canis loses her mind if that happened to Dawn kissing another lady or like.
I'm going to show you this and see if I find this is hypocritical. I'm not, raising no hell. I just want to see what y'all think. Another reel posted. Finally, I'm working on a session for Allison Harris. Hope to have it posted later today. She has passed away. Stop the nonsense. Quit milking it for views. She is gone. Leave the family alone.
What, they're going to do a psychic session or something?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, lady?
She's saying, I'm working on a session for Allison Harris. Hope to have it posted later today. So she's making Allison Harris content, right?
She's getting on everybody else.
But for you, she wants to say, she has passed away. Stop the nonsense. Quit milking it for views. She is gone. Leave the family alone.
Really, lady? Whoever that is.
Ain't that the most hypocritical shit you've ever heard? I mean, and it's like it's all in one post, just showing a huge hypocrisy, right?
Who is that one?
She's a psychic. I made a video about her one time, and then she posted this that really angered me. She said that this was her in a spirit session with Summer.
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Just heard I kicked his weenie. Good girl. Said she heard that one of the spirit sessions, I guess. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's crazy to be posting that. I'm sorry. If you want to say that on your video and say all that during your video, that's one thing. But to be posting stuff like that.
Nasty.
That ain't wrong, man. I mean, come on. I just can't with that kind of stuff, man.
I haven't seen anybody talking about Allie lately. H is the one making a big deal of it. He was in just another chat a few minutes ago begging for help for H again.
No why he's begging for help. He was just in our chat giving us money.
Yeah, that don't make a lot of sense, does it? Oop. And before you spread somebody has passed, I would definitely want to make sure I 100% knew that. You know?
Yeah, there wouldn't be no room for error on that.
That's crazy how that went down.
What do y'all think about that post, though, saying that she heard that in a spirit box session by her?
I don't know, maybe she heard it, but you don't know if you shared it. What is that? You know, who cares? Maybe you're crazy and you heard it.
I just think it's disrespectful
Mhm.
to me as hell to put that out there.
Especially paired with good girl. That's ridiculous. You know? It's nasty.
It's I come across some shit like that and I'm thinking a lot of people are seeing this. Am I the only one that finds this just lowbrow shit?
Well, some of these psychics think they can say whatever because, you know, they can get by with it. Because they have the gifts nobody else has. But it's ridiculous.
Well, I think there's a way you do stuff and there's a way you know.
That's an awful way to say that. Definitely.
It's a horrible way to say it. And to me, it's just disrespectful to Summer. Period.
Thank you, Barbara, for gifting membership. Thank you. Say thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
Sorry. Had to remind you.
No, I was just stuck on that, man. I just cannot agree with that, and it's wild.
Here, I can't do that. Just trying to see if I could get some memberships.
I mean that bothers me because I think it's
You can log in. I don't know. Oh, she gifted 2 memberships. Sorry, I just seen the other one. Let's see here. Thank you, Barbara, for gifting the memberships.
And you know what? By saying shit like that, like you're hearing her on a spirit box, you're saying she's gone. That's going to hurt people looking for her. That's why you never hear me say that. You know? Add that on top of how disrespectful to put that out in a post is anyway.
Mm-hmm. Log into your phone.
For what?
Because I need it in there. Yeah, I think it's disrespectful. But people can say what they want to say.
Then it'd be enough of a hypocrite to say, I'm gonna do something, but don't you be doing it because then it's mad harassing the family and shit.
It's wrong, definitely.
I'll tell you though, the disrespect and the insinuation of that, of what she's saying, we know what the meaning is in that. That is something we have no clue about. Honestly, you can think and believe what you want, but to put that out is gross to me. Just to say it, I think it's poor taste. It's lowbrow. It's no class. It's
all one sitting,
and you can't back none of that shit up. None of it. To put that on it with all the other nonsense you hear about poor little Summer, it grosses me out. That's why I feel embarrassed almost to even be on YouTube and have a channel, because all this shit these people like this do, man. That's why I don't even put her name in the titles of my lives. I spend 50% of my every live I do talking about Summer because I care that it gets solved that much. These people just run it in the ground, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And like I said, when you're sitting there saying you talk to her on the spirit box, you're implying she's dead, and it makes people not look for her. I gotta stop, or I'm gonna start billing here in a minute because it bothers me that much. It really does.
Thank you, Bert. I've been a member for 7 months. Thank you. And for Barbara, she's been with us 15 months. Thank you. And for donating the memberships. That was nice of you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. God, I got myself worked up and pissed off.
I don't get mad about that crap.
I get mad about that. That I didn't just.
You can't control what other people do.
And there is so much of that. If you look at this, I bet you there is every bit of 10 different YouTubers out there talking about they have contacted her and all this, and this is what they're hearing and being said, and all. It's gross, man.
Yeah, let's see.
We got the memberships, did you say?
I tried to, but I don't know.
Couldn't figure it out.
No,
With
you're
an
talking.
A.
It was I'd have to go back up and check.
Do y'all believe in intuition? I believe possibly, yes.
I do. I definitely do. I have to defend myself all the time in my family. Pretty much.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Well, I mean, you go way too out there sometimes.
No.
But
I think I'm loony. Especially my oldest one. Not him, but the other one. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I can get it. Like some stuff I say, a lot of people wouldn't find it true, but I don't.
You still go out and look for summer. Where would you look? You know?
I believe in women's intuition. Yeah, I do too. Mother's intuition too. On telling when my kids are out doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing.
I tell you, I think you think about how much they searched in the first round. I don't know that. I am so confused by law enforcement. She's in the area shit. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely believe in it. Always trust my gut.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Yeah.
You can tell the energy's off. You can tell, you know. I can. You can tell a person. I can feel a person's energy. You can tell them something's wrong with them. There's Zig. Oh, she's tired. You wake her up, brother. She's tired.
Put her in the cage. She's asleep.
Is it bed? No. She comes to our room during the day, but she sleeps half the day in her dresser. She sleeps in her drawers. She'll go down in one of the drawers and sleep.
They sleep 18 hours a day.
Make sure she got food. She ate it all in our room. Harley's under the table. She's jealous too.
Yeah, she's over here now because Zeke was in the house.
Oh, you jealous. You couldn't be on camera. You did. Oh, yes.
Oh, somebody sent that. Did they seen this up not too long ago? One of Summer's posters. Ain't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
It was somewhere in Tennessee. I made a post, but I think I just put it on. No, I might have put it on YouTube. I tell people all the time, man, it's unbelievable how many people still talk about it after that long. Cases start to die out.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how many people are still doing stuff. It's great, ain't it?
Yep.
See, that's a good poster too, man. It's got like a lot of different stages, don't it?
Mm-hmm. I remember talking to a couple of people from Tennessee. They said there's not a lot of posters and stuff up of summer like there should be. So I wish there was more up.
Yeah, we used to hear that a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
Is that the one Trevor put out? I don't know who put it out. I just got it sent to me. I thought it was positive that people were still seeing them. Barbara Lane, thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
I'd love to know who gets the memberships, but
I can tell you, I'm trying to figure out something.
what are you trying to figure out? Same thing?
Yeah.
People don't understand, man.
None of your business. Got a membership. None of your business.
None of your business.
None of your business.
Okay, if you didn't want to tell me, you didn't have to tell me.
None of your business.
Who got the membership?
None of your business.
Well, I think it's my business. I'm a part of this too, man. I'm trying to find out who got the membership.
None of your business. That's what she calls herself. None of your business.
Oh, like who's on first?
Yeah. None of your business.
We was doing a who's on first face. Or what's the word?
I don't know.
Bit.
Yeah.
like I was trying to spit out though, it's still amazing that she gets the attention she does. It's a great thing that she has such a following for the amount of times we've been at the amount of time she's been missing. Ain't it?
Yep.
I haven't seen like can you think of a missing kid case since hers that's been just a head scratcher that hasn't been resolved?
No, not really. I followed, no.
I don't think there's been many that ain't either been resolved or.
Most of the big ones have, like the West Boys, it's been resolved. Harmony, who else?
Exploring got the first one from Barbara.
Yes, Michael. I hope Michael's. I think it's on the verge of something happening. I hope. I still think about his case a lot. Michael one.
Yeah, I would like. I tell you, man, Freeland had me sold that that was a wrap.
Me too.
And everything. I hate that it's still Michael's case ain't resolved. Cause I felt like it should be.
And after, yeah. Josh was playing some of the Sarah Wonder's husband. What is it, Stacy?
Yeah.
That interview. He's full of bull. You could tell. Josh was playing on his channel.
Yeah, I heard him on Crime Lines and Lies too, and he's just like, all he does is bash on everybody else in that little group and act like he's a saint, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed with it.
No.
See, and I'm starting to think stuff like that probably ain't good.
No.
It'd be better if they're not out doing interviews until something's resolved.
Yeah, I agree. I bet he got paid for it, is what I'm thinking. The reason he did it.
He seemed like the kind of guy that would do for money. Thank you so much, Barbara Lang. The 7th was my birthday, and this is the best gift I could have received. Please bless you, dear. So much love and so many thanks. So kind.
Who was that?
None of your business.
Oh, happy birthday. None of your business.
Happy birthday. Do y'all know what's going on with the boy in Virginia with the chip?
No,
I am completely unfamiliar with that. John Benet Ramsey, Manny McCann.
Oh, yeah. Those were big.
It's not looking like those are ever going to get solved, is it?
Nope.
You know that creepy dude that come out and said he was responsible for John Benet? Trying to take the credit for it. Yeah. That's some gross shit, ain't it?
Yep.
He was a strange dude. Y'all remember that? You seen any of the Carmen Montgomery trial? That poor sweet little girl. No, we talked about that earlier. I just can't watch trial. I know the basics, and I want to hear the verdict. You know?
Yeah, I do too.
I think Harmony's story is a damn heartbreaker. Just so many things that just suck about what she went through and people around her dropping the damn ball. Horrible.
Over and over and over. It's pretty much.
Y'all never heard of the boy that had the chip in his brain as a baby? No. I am not familiar.
Tell more. No, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I said tell more. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that either.
I just get cold.
I'll check this out. We made a video the other day with Bob G. Bob G posted after the video he posted. I noticed today that someone else can say that they don't agree with something and think it's creepy and nobody gives a shit. But if I don't agree with something and find it disturbing or creepy, I get attacked for it. Why is that? Bob G's mad because people didn't come after us for making a video.
Yeah. I don't know why they were attacking him though for the same thing.
Bob G's a funny character,
Yeah.
man.
He was talking about the career guard made a meme of Summer.
Yeah. He wasn't happy about it.
No. And people give him shit about it, I guess. I wouldn't make a meme of it. I don't think. It's not right.
You wouldn't want?
I wouldn't do
No.
that.
I wouldn't meme it either. Or Photoshop it or nothing. I just use them the way I get them. There's plenty of them out there. I don't know. I just don't think it's a great idea. Drive Mitt wanted to say hi. Hi, monkey. Number 10. I don't know if I got anything else or not. The Bob G hating thing was fun, what is that? No, that's the dog. Randy, you ready to go? I'm signing off. Guys, we appreciate everybody for coming. Everybody hit their like before you head out. If y'all follow the Delphi case. Yeah. I've Richard Allen is a creepy dude. Chip, and they can own him and do what they want him. They do think his dad was a serial killer in Yorktown. Wow, that's wild. Me and Brady will check that out. Everybody, thanks for coming, especially on a Saturday night and spending it with us. We appreciate it. Please bring back the trivia games. I was thinking about that the other day. I might do another trivia game. It's pretty amusing. If I can, let me see if I can talk into it. If not, I might just open it up to everyone. Because it's hard to get people to agree to play. You know. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Brandy, come sign out. Say later. Brandy might have left, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to sign it off. Everybody, thanks for coming. Thanks to all the mods, all the people that gifted memberships. Thank you. The people that sent super stickers. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Do not skip it. It helps. Helps a brother out. If y'all want something to make you smile and laugh, this is a lot and weighs down on us. You look and sound like you need a hug, man. I'm sending you some. Be good to yourself. I'm good. I'm just tired. I don't know why. I'll take care. Thanks to you and Brandy. You too. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.